Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video I want to share this is a sad story. It is a sad story of this old woman, that this lady, I will put her name on the screen and I'll put a link to her Facebook page as well, so you guys can check this out. So she interviewed this woman, an elderly woman.
Father Gagashbe Nageje Nemena Papa Mashike, Oya Hamuna, Papa Bamuna, Mama Biapadam.
And in this interview, she, it's actually not in English, it's in Igbo language. So let me translate to you guys what was said. So she asked the elderly woman, in the process anyways, she asked her, whose house is this? And the elderly woman said, it is her father's house. And she said, how come you're still in your father's house? Because in our culture, typically, a woman of her age should be in her own husband's house or her children's house, right? And or one of her children's, house. And she said, because she never got married. How come you never got married? She said all her suitors, people that came to ask for her hand in marriage, were not Catholics, and her father did not want her to marry anyone that is not Catholic. And that is why a lot of guys that kept on coming to want to marry her, her father kept on rejecting because they were not Catholics. And she said, in those days, she said it in, like I said, it was in Igbo language. She said in those days, in those days, children were not stubborn. Okay, let me put it this way. In those days, children know they do stubborn. Stubbornness was not being done. I'm trying to phrase it in a way that, Igbo language, like a lot of languages, when you translate them, there's a slight difference. So it's like saying, stubbornness was not being done. Right? Okay. So basically, children were not being stubborn in those days. So whatever a father or mother says went in the name of, obeying your parents and all of those things. And for that reason, she never got married. And, let me tell you guys, right? She could have been a lady that had the freedom to marry whoever she wanted, and husband never happened. It can happen, right? Or women that chose not to be married. But in her case, she wanted to be married, but she ended up not being married because the guys that came, the father rejected them. I know somebody, because I'm explaining this, because somebody be like, even if it does not mean anything, you still obey your father and your mother, because what are the guarantees she would have been married? Maybe her husband for no come, maybe this, that. But in her case, this is the situation. So that's what I want to discuss. And my stand on it is this. I have always made it clear. We as parents are there to guide our children. It is their lives to live. Papa, her father is dead. Her mother is dead. Where are they right now to tell her what to do with her life? But they are not here to see that she's alone and she would have loved to be married and with children. They have done their own marriage, had their own children, and they've robbed her the rights, robbed her the, privilege of having what she would have loved to have. And now she has no typical African whatever. She has no body. Typical Nigerian culture, at this point, her children will be looking after her because we don't have nursing homes. Her children will be looking after her in one way or the other. She would have had, do you know what I'm trying to say? So she was robbed of that opportunity because of, let me tell you guys, somebody may come here and say, yes, the father was right. He cannot marry Catholic, non-Catholic. Christianity, your own version of Christianity. When I say version, denomination, yeah, that's what I mean. It is yours. You raise your children and they can choose which one they want to be. They can choose to stay Catholics. They can choose not to be Catholics. They can choose. It is a choice they make. And if she decides as a Catholic and say, oh, I'm a Catholic but I want to marry Anglican. I'm a Catholic, I want to marry Pentecostal. Let it be a choice she made. Right now, her parents do not know whether if she chooses not to even be Christian anymore right now, where are her parents? I'm speaking about this life journey. It is an individual journey. Her father right now is in the grave. She didn't go with her father. His own journey is over. Her own journey continues. You understand? So, you see, I don't even want to make this video here about, don't always listen to your parents. They may be wrong, whatever. Let's actually speak from the area of, as a parent, you and I. Her story is past. You and I, you watching me, what kind of a parent do you want to be? Do you want to be the type that will guide your children? And when the time comes, let them make their, even this heaven, I will keep repeating it, you will not force anybody into heaven. You will not. If your child is following you to church because you say, let's go to church, but their mind no day there, you think they are following, they are not following. If you cannot make them a particular religion, Pentecostal, from the young age until the whatever, if you cannot succeed in them staying in that faith, the thing is this: when they become adults, you won't be able to do it. Do what you want to do, inculcate whatever you want to inculcate into them at a young age. But when they get to a particular age, leave them. I said it recently. The way I have imagined it in my head is this: the sheep is a sheep, not sheep like an animal, sheep like a boat to sail, right? Everybody's life, this is something that in my head, I figured it like this. As a parent, everybody have their own ship, which is a life to lead, to live, right? So when they are born, they can't captain their own ships yet. They can't captain their own ship yet. So as a parent, you do it for them. They are still a baby. They are still this. They are only 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old. But as they're getting older and they can hold the wheel, begin to hold the wheel with them. You're holding, they're holding, and you're guiding them, because you can't let go yet, because they are learning. As they get older and older, you're still there because they don't know it yet. It even gets to a point, be like, okay, this my student captain is getting better. That is what we are. We are teachers to raise our children, preparing them for an independent life. Oh, it's getting better. Okay, I can take my hands off now and just sit and watch. And watch. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you do well. Turn to the left a tiny bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, be careful. Mind that rock or that small island there. Until one point, be like, oh yeah, he's actually very good. I can actually let him captain or let her captain her ship now. And then you can even fall asleep at the back and be like, and he will tap you sometimes. Oh, mommy, daddy. Oh yeah. No, that's okay. Consult you sometimes. That's what I mean. That is about when they maybe gone off to college, when they've whatever. You have prepared them for that point. It gets to a point where you get out of the ship and you can let them go. They say anything, they can ring you on the phone and be like, oh, dad, mom, what do you think about so? I'd be like, oh, you can give advice. What is that? Practical example. Let's say, for example, as a parent, you be teaching your daughter how to cook, and they have learned it. And then she's now a grown woman or grown man, or he's a grown man, and he's living in their own, they're living in their own home. You'd be like, mom or dad, in whatever situation, and say, I'm trying to make egusi soup. Do you think this egusi I bought is so and so? I don't know. It looks a bit different. Do you think if I'm just saying random things now. Do you think, if I add so and so, would that work? You'd be like, how much water did you put? That should be okay. Consult parents. It happens that grown children consult parents. And parents over the phone give advice, and because you have raised them from when they were little and prepared them for that day when they can have their own lives. And that is why on your dying day, you should be confident enough to say, I have taught them enough. I have impacted knowledge into them enough. It's sad that I'm leaving this world, but I'm confident in the training that I have given my children to lead their own lives. After you've trained them and everything, let them live their lives, because you're not going to be in it forever. I bet you that if there was a rewind, I bet you the father may do differently. I bet you that. You and I have not made such mistakes yet. We learn from stories like this. I watched that. I felt so sad for her, because I feel like at the end of the day, she has lived the life her father wanted her to live, and not the life she wanted to live. And now her father is gone, and she's the one left to sit and live the life that was enforced on her. Parents, don't be the reasons why your children live a miserable life. Let them make their own choices. That is how I feel about it. I just looked at that video for the fact that she still to date, she's still not happy about the fact that she was never allowed to make her own choice. Parents, children, obey your parents, but parents, let's not abuse that. I think that's the message that I have in this. Let's not destroy our children's lives because they obey us. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is how I feel about this. As always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.